Welcome on back to Total Warhammer 3 in part 12 of our Mother Ostankya Realm of Souls campaign. In today's episode, the Beowulfs have brought Mama Stankion over to defend against 3 out of the 4 Dark Brothers. Looks like the Cornate one is going up towards the Gallows Tree and Kevin the Spider King. The Nurgle one is as normal, undecided, and it looks like Veratus is coming after the Sunken Sewers. We've brought Mother Ostankya jumping into an ambush stance. She doesn't have a full stack. This army is easily going to defend itself, no problem. We've got Ulrika, Juliana, the scariest hag witch, this side of Kislev, and we're going to go ahead and rename this elemental incarnate here Fluffy Jr., as he is the smaller, lesser Fluffy. He'll be leveled up over time. The other thing we're going to be getting to right off the bat here is starting a fight with the Angry Dawi to the south. So they are currently fighting against the Ice Court.
None shall
and we are going to throw ourselves into that fray because, honestly, this caravan didn't ask for permission to come in our lands, and there is no toll being paid, so we are going to exact that toll through violence. Give me all of your gold. Lovely.
You respect your queen. Good.
You respect the Ugabugas in the woods. Good. And now we have more gold. And if any of these fools come on into our land, we can easily just drop down the curse mark and drop them from there. In fact, oh man, I thought we could drop the curse mark on Molds, but he is but a small caravan. He's too close to the Glut Port as well, so we'll just dive on in. And this is when we are going to fight ourselves, because we haven't gotten to battle against the elite Dawi's archers yet. So they've got 2 blunderbusses, 2 of the Infernal Ironsworn, which have some pretty nasty weapon strength. Looks like they're finally starting to apply some armament buffs to their troops at large. They've got glittering scales now, and then sundered armor attacks on their troops. This could be a bit spooky. Cool. What we are going to do then, since we have an absolute ton of these Agony Successions. Do any of you guys have physical resistance? Nice, they've got 10%. Let's go ahead and drop that down to as low as we can on both of these poor fools here. And then we'll go ahead and grab 1 more on the blunderbusses. Gate of Thorns on their Lord. That looks good. We'll save our blessings for the fight against the Dark Brotherhood, the Dark Gods. And let's dive on into the first brawl here against Mulge. Alright, we definitely have the numbers advantage here. Let's go ahead and set up in a way that they are being forced into the line of sight for our allies here. So we're going to go ahead and grab 2 of the Yakshina, put them off on the side, spread them apart a little bit so I can have them both fire at the same blunderbuss unit, no problem. We'll have the more elite Kossars up front. Close to the Yakshina, but not too close. The other 3 behind them. Because these Kossars they've got no chance of the Iron Sword actually make it into combat. So we've got to blast them full of arrows and crossbow bolts before they make it. Use the magic and the big ol' icy bear to knock them out before they get too close. Pull the Akshina over a little bit further there. Awesome, and this is the first time we've gotten to use a elemental bear proper, and this is the ROR variant, so he looks a little bit different. I think he's just got a lot more land and earthy bits hanging off of him. It's a big frosty boy. Ready to do some damage. This one comes with the Heart of Winter Bound spell, which is pretty awesome if you can get that in the middle of a group of elite infantry. They just kind of go away, which is exactly what you want to see. One of their groups. We'll go ahead and rotate this squad ever so slightly. We want the Akshina back far enough that they can actually just kind of get in behind the blunderbuss troops, but they're blending away nicely. All of them have the sickness. And the Iron Sword are an awesome unit, though. Every time we do battle against the Dawi's it makes me want to start up a new campaign. They'll move on into the fray pretty aggressively. They've also got a couple shots of cannons that they could use to blast apart our Kossars, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Be ready for those to fly on our way. So about a minute, we're going to go ahead and have you... Yep, there it is there. We blasting through our Kossars. None fall, but we lose a big chunk of their health, so hopefully they can stay away from the fighting. 90 meters is how close we have to get to him with the Frostbite spell, so let's go ahead and try to move across. not get in each other's way. She's gonna move up a little bit as well. The Akshina are going to be in charge of dealing with the blunderbusses first, and then from there we'll go after the Ironsworn. We can stop the Ironsworn from chucking their grenades by using our big beastie here. The poor enemy lord, as he walks, is taking a lot of damage. It seems to be relative to how fast they're moving as well. It may not be, but it seems to be. Group all forward, we're going to go ahead and drop down the ice sheet on all of these lads here as they move. Move up, start blasting into these blunderbusses. We'll go ahead and chuck down the Frost Maiden's Kiss Overcast just to slow them down even further, try to knock them over. Stay away from the blunderbuss units, but get ready to use that elemental breath on these poor fools here. Yeah, blanketing them very nicely. Frontal Cossars go after the Ironsworn. Icy breath away. Yeah, that's how you deal with elite infantry. Our allies are here. Bring them on over. We'll have you guys just kind of dive into the backs of whatever blunderbusses are left. Icy Bear is smashing on in. We'll go ahead and drop in the Heart of Winter. We need the Akshina to switch targets pretty quickly here. Come on then, lads. So I'd retreat a bit because those are Ironsworn. We really don't want that. Go ahead and drop down the ice sheet on all of these units here. You guys need to get well out of range. One good volley and fall back. We'll drop a Death Frost down on the Overseer here, weaken him as much as we can. All arrows switch targets. Your allies are taking a bit of damage. Those are Ironsworn. We really don't want you fighting them if we can help it. Alright. Shotgun's got a fair bit of damage, but looks like the Chaos Dwarves flee for their useless lives. Hopefully, the Dominators have been dominated. Pull you guys back so you're not taking too much friendly fire damage. We lost a fair bit of them, but that looks good to me. Catch you in a moment. Alright, step one of how to start a blood feud with the Dawizar is accomplished. We're going to go ahead and, 25% replenishment? Sold.
Obey or face the blizzard.
Face the blizzard. We'll have you, Minadora, continue your journey south to claim the Darko Wharf, and we've gained a new trinket. Lovely. So we have, fighting against the Dawizar, we have gained now the Horn. And the inherently cruel greed of the Tsar oozes from this twisted horn. Gives us Strider when assigned on a blessing, and then even less speed when assigned to a curse. We can really minimize speed. Where's the other one at? I know we've got another one. Leadership, I think this is the speed one, yes. So we can layer up 15% speed and 20%, so they'll be at a crawl, and actually apply that to the Gate of Thorns, which already is dropping their speed. Ooh, that's some spicy goodies there. We're gonna go ahead and just create a Spirited Away since we've got the extra trinkets. An interesting one to Strider, extra leadership, and the ability to turn into a bear. So I'm thinking one of your ideas to create a kind of a chaff army, or at least not a chaff army, but a chaff front line full of bears is something we could try to do, or at least the enchanted up bears. Let's go for Route Marcher and then the point into Inspiring Presence.
Such power, such elegance.
Something along those lines.
We cannot hesitate.
We'll bring you over to Stormfrack. Demonstration, will we? That's alright.
Merely adequate lodgings.
Merely adequate lodgings. Before we drop, well, if anything, I would like to grab the walls here. Let's see what we can do after dropping the walls in. Tier 5, let's go ahead and grab Rock Doom up to a town. I think it's a good idea. We could also just get better harbors for even more gold and growth. Probably a good call. Sunken Sewers doesn't have any trade resources. This actually only produces extra trade resources in the local province, so you're really only getting the gold if there's not anything there. So perhaps we come up with the Gallows Tree instead and upgrade our dye maker. 3% more income from all of our markets, and then we can come on in and even just chuck in another market here. 111 gold, sounds nice. No one else can really gain anything here. We're just waiting on, give it a little bit more gold. Yeah, no, I think the best bet is to come on in. 13% more from here, or 11% more, which will only increase as we gain more dyes. Gold it is. Ostankya is holding the fort. Perfect. Let's do a quick check through. I would love to grab the roadhouse here, but it is a very dangerous area for one. That would be dangerous. Let's do it. Garrison Lord not move. That would be Kevin. He is holding the fort. Can we give him a garrison in channeling stance? Let's find out. Doink. Channel and come on back in.
Your master's chamber.
No, the answer is no, absolutely not. Fair enough. Like I said, we'll take a fast look at diplomacy. Ice Court has dropped to rank 3. Who is rank 1? Ah, Goldtooth. That's not good.
Repel. Drop.
Ready to
No deals to be made except for a peace with the Koromadni, which is definitely not going to be happening. Right then.
The secret of my cauldron? It is easy to discover.
Simply need crawl inside. The enemy has failed to spot our ambush. We'll need to fight this one to limit casualties. And I will also go ahead and apply the Agony Session on our friendly neighborhood aspiring champions here. Anything else we really care about? Is this guy a spellcaster? Nay, he is a cavalry. A cavalry indeed. So we'll drop his speed. Give him Typhlosis. Make him a weak cavalry. Beautiful stuff. Into the fray. Alright. Let's get to terrifying chaos. Ostankya, I'm going to shove you on Z's side. We'll put Fluffy Jr. and have him prove himself against the trolls. It'll be Fluffy Jr. plus bears. So I think that'll go very well for us. I'm just going to throw them in behind Fluffy. We'll go for the giant spiders other angle there. All of my Akshina. Let's go ahead and throw these two up front. Their job is going to be annihilating the Marauder Horsemen quickly. That's about the only unit the enemies have that can do any damage to our large targets. You guys, the Wolf Hearts, behind. They're all kind of out of whack here. Just the Akshina can stay back a bit, blanketing the enemy in death. They should be hidden the entire time there. The Beowulfs charging from the other angle. I'm going to actually have them in a group and locked with the giant spiders here, so we can just give them the attack order and have them start blasting away.
Follow the bear.
Follow the bear. Perfect, we'll have Ulrika waiting to... Oh, he is a knight, is he not? Okay, then we'll make sure Fluffy is defending Ulrika. Fluffy plus Ulrika, and that should be no problem. Juliana can hang out behind them. We've got all sorts of good spells for her as well. We can drop down an overcast. Hands. Oh, we can't. Never mind. No, we can't. That is not an option. Let's go for Juliana, Ulrika, and then Ostankya. In that order. Beautiful battle begin. You guys dive in. Start mauling those trolls. Make sure you guys blast those Marauder Horsemen.
Woman stands here, fearless before the foe. Now ask yourselves, do you fear the enemy more?
Or me.
Or me?
and crows.
Eureka!
Perhaps even a penumbral pendulum just to rip through the enemy. I'm thinking that's a victory. Chaos looks to be rather broken. Didn't even necessarily have to move. Just send you into melee and start ripping them apart. That is fantastic stuff. Enemy Lord's fighting for a moment, but he's throwing down with normal Fluffy and Ulrika.
Darkness, empower me!
Not a fight anyone wants to have. Yeah, it went about how we expected. Beowulfs will chase off the aspiring champions, and this is a bloodbath. Well, when the Mythic Tong walk into an ambush, they are not so mythic, are they? Only 11 were lost in the fighting. And kind of how the Yusuk have the barrier natural to them, it'd be very cool because the Tong in lore are noted as being just incredibly berserker, where they care for their own lives almost zero.
Those who offend
And they just throw themselves without heed into battle.
serve her.
What are you up to? Winds of Magic, experience, and some skulls.
I serve only.
You're taking attrition. And you are basically at the bottom for bloodletting, so way less melee attack and less growth for all provinces. They're down to 32, 44. I mean, still pretty nasty in terms. Exalted bloodletters are no joke. Let's be honest. Imminent rebellion in the Eastern Steppes. Peasants are so ungrateful. 17% casualty replenishment. Nice. Fair enough. Well, Kevin has himself a pretty nasty fight ahead of him.
Mother Ostankya.
I'm thinking dropping the spellcasting abilities on this lord is probably the safest bet. So let's grab the Coven's Curse Mark.
I am a meat in my
And
own
yoink.
lifetime, yes.
18 more.
Hear the heads first.
Iridescence used. We're moving towards the final hex very quickly. Recreant Spirit. An army consisting of things in the woods, elemental incarnate of beasts, and elemental bears will be summoned in the target settlement's owner's territory every other turn. As long as I don't have to pay for that, that sounds fantastic. Drop down the curse mark and let's just hunt this poor fool down. Keep working. Confident all-rounder would be great. 6 and 4. Let's keep working on towards the Pit of Shades there. We're blending apart elite infantry.
The motherland's children are overlooked.
Overlooked? Wrong, sir.
Reduce them to shadow.
Ignored momentarily, maybe. This poor force is going to get obliterated by Mother Ostankya. We'll give this one to the auto resolve and we'll fight the Cornate one proper, because this one is giving us decisive with low casualties.
Do not
Oh
disappoint
yeah, just the things in the woods took a few
troops.
losses. That's pretty terrifying. We'll go ahead and pardon.
I cannot kill those with their hands tied.
I mean, you can. And you should, especially when they belong to Chaos.
Warding Kislev from chaos.
We'll go ahead and just sit. Stop anyone from coming through. Probably be better, though, to come on back to the sewers for proper replenishment.
Send a woman
Here we go.
to do. Call me witch.
Ostankya. Let's now go ahead and give you Mentor and start working down her proper magic line now. So she gets extra duration and extra range on curses. Which one of these has a area of effect? Just the one, so we're gonna go for the Withering then. Drops armor and a leadership, which will be great for our Kossars,
I see.
for our Akshina even. Less armor for the armor piercing to rip through, they go down even quicker. For the next bit of points though, get another into Weissens.
The land's protector.
Give you your Pit of Shades, we'll go for Pit of Shades ×2. It's cheaper and cools down faster.
Say hag
Awesome.
at your peril.
So next, 6,000 and only 100 back. That's not worth. I am thinking the Harbor and the Gluttport's probably the best call.
Why are we so mistreated?
Why are you so mistreated? Ask Ostankya. I am but a humble messenger. go ahead and increase the level of the Valerie. It's still in orange, unfortunately, so take a bit longer and is a bit more expensive. And we'll make do, though. Sweet. Back on down south. Minadora, let's get moving.
Switch
Oh. Just down into Stormvrak.
for the ice court.
We will not be taking any attrition down here in the wasteland
cannot
climate. Let's just keep
hesitate.
moving.
Follow the path.
Garkus is trying to recruit up another force, but we should be able, like, to click on the army and see if we can.
A step too
No, we can't.
far.
Figure out what they've got so far.
Winter is our comrade.
Right next to Stormvrak, but do so in March. Perfect. He doesn't need any more soldiers. We can't really afford them anyway.
Curdling milk. Who calls?
So let's grab the harbor in the Gluttport, and we'll go for the taverns as well here. I'm going to let him come to us. I don't think we can fight with the gallows tree, so there's no reason to take that fight in the open fields. We lose more troops than we need to. You go ahead and keep taking your attrition, fool. I'm going to grab more Agony Succession. In fact, as much of this as I can. Resistance
You
for
want one force, no?
the Exalted Bloodletters.
I will bless you, so that you feel it truly.
Okay, so we've got the speed drop of the Dobby's-Our Horn. And now let's drop the speed further with the Bark of Ages.
A pinch of this.
Speed minus 20%, minus 15%, and minus 20% also for the Gate of Thorns. And we'll just drop this on whichever lord, or the Ornate Lord. Missile strength. And I don't believe you can put multiple horns in, so you get 1 horns, 1 stone, 1 of each trinket. You can fill up to 4.
A step, and the rose twines. Another, and you are tangled.
And Fragmenty as well,
Another,
does 3 damage.
and the knot holds.
Probably should have gone for all 3, because we could have also got the leadership drop, but hindsight. Move a bit slower next time.
Lowly place for a highborn witch.
Awesome. Moving quick.
Kislev's chosen.
We will skip on through. We've got rebellions about to kick off. Peasants bringing me their gold.
Kislev, the old.
Do so in a single file line, please.
Fake.
Bring ruin.
Nope. No peace with any of our enemies for now. They're giving us lots of lovely spirit essence, so much in fact we can't even spend it all. Rebellion in the eastern steppes, and Arvax has moved on in to surround the settlement. Kugath is back as well. Just a bunch of Nurglings for Kugath. It could be much worse.
Just an old woman.
I'd love to press forward and attack him, but I guarantee you what he will do then is just retreat. So we are going to push Ostankya in to attack the Veil of Nightmares.
Why not ask old dead Ursun?
Old dead Ursun. Ursun isn't even dead though. Didn't he get in the story? Katerin resurrects him. That's
The
the
lens protector.
canon ending. Veil of Nightmares belongs to nothing we own currently, so we'd have to move up and take it. That's my favorite voice line for Korn. Just scream, no. Only Korn. Be nice.
Consume them in
Boss, that
shadows.
works. We will sack the settlement first.
Cards, tools,
Chaos Breaker.
all for Mother Kislev.
Father Niklaus's mantle. Stripped from the cloak of Father Niklaus, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be Santa, the splice sled master who always got through no matter the weather. His banner has faded somewhat. Some of the man's luck is still attached to it.
Oh,
Indeed.
it's like that. Where I go.
This belongs to me,
It
the
is
Tonger.
Kislev.
Back to history, and we'll go ahead and wipe out the corruption in the area. And yoink.
Salyang, Mother.
A bit of chanting,
freedom,
and Nurgle runs for the hills.
blessed.
Perfect. Oh, hello.
My nobility
Greed.
is my strength.
We'll leave
Frost
Drazoeth alone. You can't quite reach Ingmar Gorax, but we can and go into an ambush
Lock
stance.
yourselves immediately. The
And
blizzard.
sneak over to this portion of Stormvrak.
Refuse.
Unless he has something really dangerous, I think we have no trouble against this group, especially with all of our hexes. Speaking of, let's make a few more. Sweet smell of hexes. Let's grab the Fragmenty. Ooh, use the horn to slow them down. That could be very interesting. Definitely want to drop... Range and ammunition are the only two the bones give you. Okay. Interesting. Although we're going to go for the Gate of Thorns. Yes, indeed, it will drop the speed.
This sparks joy.
Anything else we can use to make this nice and cheesy? Weakness to fire. Physical resistance drop? That sounds fun.
A tough ingredient.
Tough ingredient.
Kislev love.
Then the rest will just be in agony succession.
And onion.
Going
Fuss and loss.
Fragmenty. And then finally, just a whiff of madness.
Urson's wounded
Cooking with
spirit
Mama
rages
Stanky.
in the realms. Here,
Baron
taste
of
his
the
heart.
Mother.
Understand.
Okay, so we could just give this one to the auto-resolve. We would lose all of Kevin's spiders again. They really don't like his spiders much. Won't be an easy fight, but if we can lock down and destroy the most difficult targets first, I think we can handle it. Let's go for Spectre's Miasma on... I think the blunderbusses are going to be pretty important since they're going to be up front. And then we're going to use 2 more, so on whichever are going to be considered our front line. Elite Kossars. Perfect. Also grab... Maybe not Bear's Bulwark, I'm looking for... Incarnate's Wrath on the Tor, both Brothers of Tor. And then finally... Burden's Step on our... We only got one of those. We'll give it to this one, to our Snow Leopard, give him Devastating Flanker. Awesome. And we'll pass out our 1.5 million Gate of Thorns. Where's the one that has all of the extra speed drops? Times 4 minus 30%, 35% speed. Sweet. We'll apply the other one to his Poultice. And just chuck out some successions. Physical resistance drop. We need that to go away on all of these Exalteds here. I'm just going to pass that out to all 4. We'll go for Agony Succession on just all of their most important units here. We've got a lot of them, and this is what we were saving them for. And a few more. Yoink for the Chaos Hounds, yoink for you. That'll be a lot of damage all at the start. And then let's go for Typhlosis. I lied. Fragmenty on you, Fragmenty on you. We'll just watch the army fall apart. Into the fray. This very elite army of Coordinate Demons is about to face off against some farmers and some woodland critters. They're not even likely going to make it into melee range if we play this right. So what we need to do is... We can pull it this side, have a lot more of our troops firing at once. On this angle, we need a lot more of our units to be in firing line. Could be dangerous, but let's do it. Grab our Armored Kossars, set them up as so. I am going to do kind of mixed groups. Take you out. There we go. We'll grab these 2. 1. And then these 2. And we'll have to probably move them up as the battle gets going. All kind of fire their pistols at once. Maximum firing. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab you 2. Set you up right here. Let's dive in on the terrain itself, make sure we can actually fire pistols across. Looks like we sure should be able to. Armored Kossars. Since you are all Kossars that belong to the settlement, those that fall are not nearly as devastating to us. Have them just going along the outside here. I want them to come into the concave if we can help it. And we'll have the Akshina for any that don't wish to follow the rules. Now we need to find a spot for the Streltsy as well.
Armored Cossars! Cossars! Bats of the bear!
Got a lot of Kossars here. Is great. Throw them in behind.
Hearts of ice! Cossars! Defenders of Kislev!
I do want these two
Cossars!
likely behind on this side, although we can't actually deploy them, so we'll kind of rotate them around. You three will be the ones that will actually be in this position. Down twice. We'll also kind of back them up so they can get up on the hill. Let's get all of our Kossars. We'll have you guys step in.
Armored Cossars!
These armored Kossars a bit closer together. We'll have the Streltsy step into the center. Those blunderbuss guns.
Defenders of Kislev!
Just make sure they can all fire the entire time. Want them to wrap around later on. Giant spiders. Deadly cat. These the less armored Kossars. The cavalry per se. We'll put you guys with the armored boys. The rabble-rousy ones, we'll have you waiting behind in case we need anyone charging through. All of the hatchlings, we'll just keep them on this side and pull them back behind our line. Same thing with the Oath Brothers. And the dervishes over here. Alright, this is about to get real spicy.
Cold rises.
Again. Oh, I guess they're not in a group. That's why that wasn't working out like that. Look at the damage. You poor fools. Horn thinks they can fight Kislev. The gall. Oh yeah, that's beautiful to see. And the blue stops for a moment and they think, oh no, we're fine. Is he taking damage because he's just wiggling around in the sky? Let's find out. The answer is no. But as soon as his troops start moving forward, they're done. 50 to 100 damage per second. We can just go ahead and speed that up if we really want. Let's get the rest of the troops in position how I want them. So we'll grab you two.
The motherland's finest!
Have you rotate around.
Whatever Ursun asks. Taking position!
Like so, but you can run.
Go with
It'll be fine with me. We'll have you two.
Cossars!
Three, I guess. Set on up.
March with pride!
He's about to take some more damage. We'll go ahead and speed things up just so we're not taking forever here. Voice here. All the way around. Perfect. Cat out front. Let's take all of these guys here except for the rabble-rousy ones. All set up. Everyone's getting into position. If every time you wiggle back and forth you're taking damage, keep doing it. They're all branded up. Exalted Bloodletters are terrifying in a melee. I'm not sure if they sit as the #1 damage dealing greatsword infantry or that's currently the chosen. But they're #2 at the very least. I'm gonna move you on over on your bear. Try to drop down some damage. Just keep you nearby in case Doofus here tries to do anything funny.
Defenders of Kislev!
Got so many spiders out on the side. Punish any attempted flanks.
So be it!
And the lightning of Tor as well.
Frost Maiden.
Let's
Unfrozen.
just drop down. Maybe not Blizzard, but Hailstorm lasts for a decent amount of time. Let's drop it right front. See if they stay. She miscast, which is unfortunate.
Moving.
They do move forward, which is what I expected. We'll take a little bit more damage. Not very much, though.
I am the squad.
Speed the 5 battle up. They will start advancing, or they'll just kind of crumple away to nothing. I'm in a defensive position. I see no reason to move forward. That's unfortunate. They've got 100 troops. I think one volley of arrows will see most of these guys back to the Shadow Realm. Fragmenties dropped them down to 25% health too, which is hilarious. We've got full models. You guys are brave.
A fine strategy!
We'll see. Let's have you out front.
Kislev! Armored Cossars!
Kossars come on around.
Cossars!
Your way around as well.
Lead! A fine strategy!
A fine strategy.
Frost Maiden.
Well, you're half health. What's the plan, Corn? We're gonna start seeing models drop at this next Agony Succession, likely. Yep, 2 just fizzled away here. 2 more, and he's just gonna crumple and fall over. Maybe the AI is not sure what to do because of the fact that they're just dying because of the hexes. Either way, I'm here for it. Didn't work the first time. Maybe a blizzard. Now here they go. Finally, some reaction here.
Frost Maiden.
Bring the dervishes up as well.
Beyond compare!
We can convince them to come around at this portion. A blizzard can do a ton of damage. Let's just drop down a normal cast here. Yeah, he wants to press forward. Oh, he actually dodged it pretty well there.
I am the storm. Very well.
Lord of the motherland!
What say you, Corn? Are you going to advance now? Here comes some skull cannon shots. Let's go ahead and just turn around.
Kislev!
Dodge that easily.
Lord of
We can probably have you two dive into these Forsaken here and do some serious damage. Speed up.
Kislev!
Activate the rocket boots. And let's dive in.
Prestige beyond compare!
I didn't want you to pull off to the side. I wanted her to not dive all the way in. There we go.
I am their doom.
Hounds the Blood Hunter moving on in. Almost guarantee they want none of it.
Fire! Born into power!
Interesting. Very clever, very cagey stuff from the AI here.
Question!
Dive back in. Hounds of the Blood Hunt want to fight. We can throw down for sure.
Well, and mine!
Pull one away before they actually arrive. Agony Succession kicks in one more time there.
Kislev!
Leave you to fight.
Power!
And
Flee on away. Let the allies come over and help. Those Forsaken are gone.
Kislev!
Oh, there's no running. Nikolai, the Snow Leopard, is here.
Maiden of ice.
Alright, cool. Isolate, destroy. As for everyone else,
Taking position!
nice whiff. He doesn't want to move his lord at all because of the Gate of Thorns.
I deny!
Come on back towards our gun line here. Although there's not much left of the Coordinate Army. Whole bunch of knights have just kind of crumpled onto the ground. Oh, they actually hit him that time. That's that perfect opportunity for the blizzard I was talking about. Drop it in here. A little bit off what I was trying to go for, but I think that'll be awesome. Then any that are trying to turn around, just drop down the other magics. He's miscasting it on.
My duty.
Sons of Kislev!
Oh yeah, spell resistance or not, that's going very well.
Cold rises.
Another whiff.
Follow the
We'll just go on behind the line now.
Fire!
I want the Boyar to be ready and jump the cultist whenever we can find him again.
Horse raiders!
Get behind our line. No reason to stand out and get shot. We're taking more and more skull cannon shots. We'll just send the spiders around. Advance the Akshina.
Sons of Kislev! Prestige
They do
beyond
not want to come on into the
compare.
gun line.
At the forefront!
Frost Maiden.
We'll bring the Frost Maiden with. We'll just go around and take down this cultist. Looks like another fit of coughing has overtaken them. What's going on, Corn? Demons are just disintegrating.
Comrades of the bear.
But pull the spiders back a wee bit. Let the comrades step on in. Take down the skull cannon. That's your job.
I am the Thrall.
Enemy Lord is not fast enough to actually make it this entire line forward
It is
based on
done.
what the enemy's up to.
It is done.
Deal with those bloodletters there. Capture Cat's going the wrong way. Don't want to dig any damage.
Cut them down!
And butcher this first group of bloodletters, no problem. Take you guys off guard mode. Let the spiders fall back. Those bloodletters take all the free damage.
Moving! March with pride! Obey the orthodoxy!
Shooting gallery is working out great. Keep moving them forward. We are gonna have to worry about the enemy lord coming on over here. We clobbered the enemy hero. No problem. Drop in the guardian call. He's gone. Looks like Corn falters. Look how slow he is. Ah, I'm gonna get you. I don't think so, buddy. Have all of our Kossars come on over and just blast the poor fool to pieces as we nonchalantly walk away. And that is... How much speed do you have? Leadership is minus 55. How are you alive? 43 speed on a flying unit. That's not good. Alright, North Brothers, get ready. He's landing on in.
March for Kislev!
He's into the armored units. He's going to do some damage before he goes. We lost 3. Come on, lads. Everyone's got an Achilles. And down he goes. Sorry, Beastie. Just didn't have what it takes. We are going to hunt down the rest of these poor fools, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, so if anyone to know if Mother Ostankya's faction is strong, look no further than this battle here. That was... We didn't even really have to do anything. They just kind of fell apart. We lost 8 in the fighting because he actually landed eventually and did a bunch of damage when he finally made it into combat, but until then, nothing at all. Like the gold.
Leave them to stop.
Kidnapper. Absolutely. Down a greater demon. Hopefully he is not coming on back. Now it's just Kugath.
Boyar of Kislev.
All of the power of the gods of chaos versus some wooden It's got some wooden bits tied together with string. That's what I'm thinking our trinkets are. Let's simply grab the Iron Disciplinarian for the extra public order.
Bow to me.
And for Beledna. Box of Mishgar, interesting for the extra discouragement, which is quite expensive. So let's instead go for the boosting of income. Okay, and we're back. Game crashed on us when we decided on her skill points. We're going to try this once more here, grabbing boost income, please. Thank you, Beledna. I've noticed there's quite a bit more crashes in here with update 4.0. I'm not sure what is the cause of that, or if it's just a placebo on my side, but I have had a lot more crashes interrupting our campaign here. So I actually had to fight that last battle one more time here. I think I took a little bit more damage this time, as the Corn was much more aggressive, which was a little bit sad we didn't get aggressive Corn the first time. Go ahead and take down Gorkra's Flesh Monster. Now that is a title.
We are Kislev.
Yum yum, eat 'em up. We will take the... Well, Select provides and all that. Great, we'll just take the extra
No
gold.
more threat than mice.
No more threat than mice. Oh, and Kevin can actually reach Kugath.
Mother Ostankya.
And we can bring him down next, can't we? Yeah, that would be an easy fight. Come on, Nurgle. Bring it on.
Power.
Our barrel rumble on over. And we can take him down with an auto-resolve, you poor fool. I'm not going to use any of our curses. This time we'll take the replenishment, since he's going to have to stay in attrition for a turn, unfortunately. We got ourselves a brass cleaver, though, which is pretty awesome. A new servant.
For Mother Kislev.
Go ahead and retreat back up towards the gallows tree.
Advance for Kislev.
And we can have Ostankya and Kevin start doing some serious damage up here in the north. We will purge the Chaos Waste for Kislev. And we'll have the Ice Witch come on down south. Start doing some proper damage. We already had her in an ambush.
Discretion
We'll do that again
must
here.
Be employed.
Yoink.
Horfrost, guide me.
21,000 gold to spend. I'm happy to see it. Battle Wolves. Yeah.
Hearts of ice.
Let's go for the town here at Krakdoom. Finally go for that gambit there. If anyone shows up to punch it, that'll be real sad, but
Never doubt
we
the
will
boyar of Kislev.
doubt the Boyar of Kislev. More gold, and hag witches. Nothing here at Stormvrak. We do have rebellions, and they're Kislevite rebellions, which is pretty funny.
No.
Picking on up, Spartak, veteran of Prague. What are you doing in the Valerie then? Causing some problems. I am loath to upgrade the Bloodwind Keep then, because this army can get out of control pretty quickly.
Enough is
Looks like Kairos is going to come on back through the Dragon Gate. Cathay is doing a terrible job. Guys, I defeated him for you, and you're letting him come on back. We've got Chaos Knights. And we're about to start losing some territory. Here's what we're going to do instead, since we have no way of holding this. Hello, Miao
Our
Ying.
ancient empire has not survived until now without friends.
Here, you can have the Fortress of Eyes, and I'll take a defensive alliance. Sounds great. 5,000 gold? Yes, please.
Very well.
Click very well. That's fine. And then maybe I can give her even more settlements just to situations between... Oh, we've got the Cathayan Trinket now. What is this one? A stone dog ornament, totem of a companion, as well as a protector of hearth and home. This is a very good model. 10 extra defense or dropping 10 melee defense. Sweet. That can only be a good thing. Would you also like to take the Foundry of Bones? I'm going to keep the Bloodwind Keep because it has the Obsidian Trinket Maker. But let's give you one more settlement, so Kairos is doing all sorts of trespassing through Miao Ying's lands.
Do you
Hello,
seek
Meow.
the Storm Dragon's wisdom or strength?
I'm going to give you the Foundry of Bones, and you're going to give me the rest of your gold, and a military alliance. See how much more gold you got. That's about it.
Acceptable. Betty.
Well, now your treasury's empty. We have new friends, the Jade Court as well.
High functionaries are at your disposal.
He will start spying on us after a trade agreement, but let's go for it. And let's grab the non-aggression as well. We want the maximum amount of coin extracted from the Jade
My
Dragon.
scribes will draft terms immediately.
Perfect. New friends. Oh, and we need to spend Well, obviously, that's not what I wanted to do. We need to spend some gold building in a
You stand before the
outpost
supreme
here with
nature.
Miao Ying. Yes, for crane guns and fire rain rockets. I mean, I wouldn't even mind a Zhangu war drum, because we could give our Cathayan, like, not our Cathayan, but our, oh no, our Kislevite peasants, huge chunk of armor. It's like 22 or 24 you get for the Zhangu, but fire rain rockets and terracottas being what they are. Let's put this in. You have no good settlements for me to drop this in at. Nangao would be perfect, but everything else is kind of in a dangerous spot. Terracotta Graveyard is right up on enemy territory. She's been doing a really bad job of defending the gates, but Snake Gate looks like it has lots of lads in, so we'll put in the outpost here. Hopefully it gives her some good troops. Hopefully we don't lose it immediately, too. That would just be the worst. Alright, back to Kislev. We've got so much extra gold, I do think we want another lord ready to go. It only costs 600 at the moment, and we would be remiss to miss out. Varvara and Evdokia, welcome. Welcome, ladies.
Bride of the Ice.
Pride of the Ice. We'll also go ahead and give you Daj's Hearth. No, we can't really afford that. Never mind. You make do with what you have.
Primacy is assured.
Primacy is assured. We're gonna go for gold first, then growth, then protection, because that's obviously the most important things in order.
Heed my hexes.
Perfect. I mean, our gold is all gone in like 3 turns because everything up here is extra expensive, but we'll save the rest and we'll do some upgrades here at the City of Splinters. For you, dear Kevin, I think you're pretty well sorted on melee stats for now. We can get the Blade Master here in a bit. So let's keep working down the blue line to drop his upkeep. So let's go for Iron Disciplinarian, and we could even... I'm actually thinking Attrition's the best call for him. That way we can get to where we're moving right up here in the north and not taking damage.
Motherland.
Kind of same as we're doing for Mother Ostankya. Let's go for boosting the income. Awesome stuff. Yes, we're only taking maybe 3 losses, hopefully. We'll see just exactly how many it is next turn.
Gullible fools.
Ostankya, can we recruit anything in good? Nay. And we'd like to just kind of have an income for at least a few turns here.
I must retain my decorum.
8 turns for Stormvrak. Let's go ahead and spend a single point to turn Stormvrak into a Stanitsa. Alright, looks good to me. Let's go on up here to Kairos. I'm really curious to see what happens with these new Cathayan settlements. And a turn.
Curses mount upon your
Hello,
brow.
Kugath. Well, there's Scarbrand. He wants a peace treaty for 2,000. Well, we can focus on Scarbrand and these fools. I just don't think we want Kugath to be able to rebuild it all. He's got good deals. Now he's got deals with Ikari as well, so we want to wipe him out now, rather than let this fester. He's sounds like all sorts of issues with Cathay now. I'm really disappointed in her, though. If she can clap a Zazel... Well, hello there. Mightiest Fortress has been complete, so we get a chunk of the Spirit Essence, the other Trickster's Shard, the Glittering Scales, and the Sword of Antiheroes. Stuff. Let's try our Bewitching Lure once more here. The only reason is because we want to spend all the Hex goodies we can, so 900. I figure Slanesh would have lots of opportunities for making gold. We just haven't found his proper settlements just yet. What about you, Kairos? 500, 0. God, none of you guys have any money. From Nurgle it is. Doink.
Wisps to make burgers.
That still I don't think works at all, so... Actually, our income increased for once.
Unspent.
Huh. So sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Who knows? Who knows?
Hag at your peril.
Juliana, can we make you stronger in? Really nothing. You can do some technology stealing. So let's work on that then. Starbrand the Exiled.
I only obey.
You still have your beginning army, buddy. He's recruited him some Forsaken. He's got some armor. New Chaos Warhounds. I don't see anything here that I'm necessarily very scared of because I can just drop Fragmenti down on Scarbrand. Watch him fizzle on down to 25% health, and it's a quick volley to deal with him.
Warding Kislev from
Kevin can join in the fight. Perfect. Here's what we'll do.
It cements my power.
Bring Kevin over in normal stance.
This land is mine.
We'll fight that battle out here in the next episode. Looks like Ingmar is simple, so we only get it for one turn. The enemy's extra income. Okay. We'll have to definitely keep that in mind.
You're a pretender.
Just a bunch of marauders. We could likely deal with it, but this army is a little bit too small. So we will stay in ambush and see if we can't lure them in.
Sister of
Stay in our
ice.
territory though, so we're making a little bit more gold. Just a little bit, not a ton. He's coming on through. Be cool if you're gonna drop off some goodies here with us. I'll be friends with Astrogoth. Or not Astrogoth, the other Drazhoth. What's great is we can't actually build anything else until we make better friends with Kislev. So for now, we're stuck. We can take this up to tier 5 for 10,000 for the Elemental Bear, which is definitely what we're going to be doing. 4,000 for the caravans.
The people are ill-treated.
People are ill-treated. I mean, you're not wrong. It's cool seeing Chaos actually keep doing so much damage to Kislev. I figured she would stamp them out once we had cut the head off of that two-headed chicken. But no, Miao Ying is not one for efficiency. Well, in the next episode, we'll have ourselves a fight against Scarbrand the Exile, but for now, I am out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the light god and a sub for the sub done. Till the next one.